How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another countdown. In this video I'll be showing you guys the top 5 best free-to-play money making methods. Now for some of these methods you guys will need a small amount of money, while for others you guys will need to have a decent amount of money to do it. But of course, if you want a good money making method, especially in free-to-play, you will need to have some money to be able to do it. So let's begin. For this first method, we're going to be telegrabbing nature runes at the eastern side of the Red Dragon Isle. Now this method is really great because it's not really known by that many people, and this is a great way to make money on free-to-play. The only requirement that you guys need for this is going to be to have 33 magic to be able to telegrab, as well as you guys need a small amount of cash star to be able to get yourself some law runes. I personally would recommend to grab about 100 law runes every time you're coming over here. Once you use up all the law runes, then go bank at Edgeville and come back and repeat. And with this method, you guys should easily be able to make about 150k per hour if you guys world hop. For the second money making method, we're going to be crafting sapphire rings. The only requirement that you need for this is going to be to have 20 crafting, and you will also need a decent amount of money to start this off as well. Now of course you can start this off with a small amount of money, but I recommend to start off with about 200 to 300k. And all you need for this is going to be to get yourself some sapphires, some gold bars, and a ring mold. And all we're going to be doing is pretty much making sapphire rings. Now for this method, you guys should be able to expect to make anywhere around 175 to 200k, which is a really great method. Doesn't really require a lot of work. You can actually AFK this. It's decent crafting experience, but you do need a decent money to be able to start this off. For this next method, we're going to be telegrabbing Wines of Samrock. The only requirement that you need for this method is 33 magic, and you also need a small amount of cash starts. Now you don't really need a lot because all we need to do is to pretty much use law runes to be able to telegrab this. So you need 1 law rune per Wine of Samrock. And currently Wine of Samrock are 1.6k each, and they're quite stable at that price. Now you can telegrab about 2 Wines of Samrock per minute, which means that if you multiply that, that's going to be roughly about 3.2k multiplied by 60, which is going to be roughly about 190 to 200k per hour, depending on how the prices are for Wines of Samrock. So this method is a really good method that you can use to train your magic as well as make a ton of money. For this next money making method, we're going to be buying flying fishing rods and harpoons at Garen's fishing shop. Now this method can vary quite a lot. Sometimes you guys can make anywhere up to 200 to 300k per hour. Sometimes you guys can make 100k per hour. It all depends on how you guys are going to sell these items. Make sure that when you guys are selling these items, you guys do not just drop it into the grain exchange. Just stabilize the price, try out a few prices and see what the most expensive price is going to be for this item, and just put them in the GE and let them sell slowly. And just keep on buying out these supplies, bank deposit them at the boots and the dogs, and just keep repeating this process, and you guys can make a ton of money on this method. For this last money making method, we're going to be buying out death runes and wizard hats from Betty's shop. Now this method is by far one of the best methods that I found that you don't need any high requirements for. All you need for this is going to be to have a few 100k cash, which is really easy to get. If you guys still don't have that, then just do a few methods that I talked about before. The more money you have, the more you make. And this is very simple. We're just going to be buying out death runes from the shop. Even if the shop is low on runes, you're still going to make a lot of money. And sometimes if you play during specific hours where the majority of the bots are off, you can even make up to 400k or more per hour, which is just a crazy amount of money on free to play. An average amount of money that you should make easily is around 250k and up per hour. This method is by far one of the most best methods that you guys can do to easily make money. All you have to do is just stand in one spot, buy runes, buy wizard hats, deposit them at the deposit box to the right over here at the docks, and then you can keep on buying the runes, buy out all the runes that you can, go sell them to GGE, and pretty much repeat the process. That is going to be it for this money making video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know if you guys would like to see some more of these money making methods. If you guys found this video helpful, be sure to support me by leaving a like. It helps out greatly. And if you guys still haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe, because whenever I upload a new video, you guys will be updated right away. Aside from that, guys, huge thanks for watching. I'll be seeing you guys soon with another video.